I wanted to pull what's next long term for the United States after this Iran war ends. I know a lot of my readings regarding this conflict have been not the greatest energy, but this is actually looking a little nicer. So I do want to say there is light at the end of the tunnel here, and I'm hoping this reading will give us some hope for the future, regardless of the circumstances right now. So I did pull a few keywords and then pulled a tarot card to clarify each. I'm going to go one by one and then maybe touch on a few other things if there's time. So long term, I am seeing Trump being removed in some way. And Peach is here, which was tied to Trump's energy. So he will be removed before his term ends. The Sun is a yes card slash like shining light on something where like it's undeniable, I'm hearing. Like, I'm hearing this man has to go, so expect Trump to be removed in some way at some point here long term. Right, so next we have retreat here with the star. So this is the good energy that I was talking about. So healing is possible long term. I'm seeing a retreat eventually happening in the future, and healing is possible not only for the United States, but worldwide. I'm going to keep that one brief since we're not quite there yet, but you know, hope for the future. For Israel, I'm getting Hangman energy and Page of Cups, which means they will also back down eventually, I'll say. They will be quite persistent for some time since their main goal essentially is to take Iran territory. However, I'm seeing them not being able to do so and having to remain kind of stagnant within this Hangman energy and back down with the Page of Cups here. Next, we have Daylight Gone with the Fool. So I'm not getting an assassination here, but I am getting the past assassination on Iran's supreme leader. A lot of people are going to come to the realization that this was a foolish, impulsive decision that should not have been done in the first place, which could further sway, I guess, people from voting for Republicans and then turning the United States into a majority blue country. Iran came out with the Ace of Wands, which means they will come out victorious after this is done. I mean, Israel will not be able to absorb any of its territory. Once Iran kind of, I'm hearing, shows the world who's boss, I guess, a ceasefire will follow, I guess. And I mean, this will be, I'm hearing, trickle down, so it's not going to end instantly. This will drag on for some time, unfortunately, but I do see things dwindling down with Iran kind of remaining as it is. Russia will also have to retreat with the Hermit here. I know Russia is assisting Iran. They're currently like using surveillance on United States military, I guess, and assisting Iran in other ways. I don't think Russia, I don't know if this is like a choice or they're forced into Hermit, but Russia is also going to back away for whatever reason. I'm not going to go into too much detail with that though. So because the Iran war is kind of, I'm hearing, man, it's I mean, the numbers out right now is like this war is costing America $1 billion a day. I'm sure it's even higher than that. I mean, with that said, at this point, don't expect tariff refunds anymore. I know in my past readings, I said that we would be getting them, but at this point, the United States can't afford it because Donald Trump decided it's more important to attack Iran. So don't expect a tariff refund. I'm hearing something about businesses. Okay, so businesses have to sue. Okay. Even if businesses sue, it could take a while for them to get theirs, I'm hearing. Trump is essentially bankrupting the United States right now. So, okay. U.S. coastlines. I did say in a lot of my other readings that the U.S. coastlines would be under attack in some way. I am getting that energy here again. I'm getting the energy of like a need to defend the U.S. coastlines, but like long term. I'm getting there could be some sort of like direct attack in the short term, and then a need to pay closer attention to the US coastlines after the Iran war is over. Unfortunately, but healing is possible, okay? Healing is possible. That's what I got. I hope that gave us some hope for the future, especially seeing that star energy there. I know I take that as a very positive card, and also the sun was there too. So long term, I do want to say the United States will rebuild, I'm hearing. So healing is possible. I do want to touch on a few other things before I close this out. I did hear Donald Trump saying that he's kind of like, I guess, underestimating or playing down the toll that this is taking on America. I think he said something like regarding gas prices. I don't know. I don't remember what he said, but he's like, oh yeah, this is just a minor temporary... What I don't remember what he said, but he's like, this is a small price to pay. I think that's what he said. It's a small price to pay regarding the oil prices, but there's so many other things occurring right now, so many casualties that the United States is also suppressing. There's a much greater toll on the United States as a whole that doesn't just involve gas and fuel prices, okay? Trump is definitely downplaying the extent of damage being done, not only to the United States, but also worldwide. So it does worry me a bit, and it brings... I think of a couple of things. I think of, okay, well, I know some countries are already struggling with gas supply. Like, I saw, I think in Iran, like, there's... I don't know if it was Iran. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like if there were like lines of cars lining up to get gas and there wasn't even any left. I know Australia is running out of gas. So that makes me wonder if the United States is eventually going to reach that point, and if we're ever going to have to ration gas at some point. That was Trump's excuse. Like, at least we don't have to ration gas. It's been worse. It's like, okay. Just because something's been worse doesn't mean what you're doing currently is acceptable in my mind. So I'm going to see if the United States will eventually have to ration gas. Is there a high chance? Oof. Page of Wands is yes for me, but I'm going to pull one more. What's the Page of Wands, please? Will the United States eventually have to ration gas? That's a no card, but not exactly a positive. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that is the... No, that's the Ten of Wands. Oh, man. The fact that the Ten of Wands came out is worrying me a bit. And then the energy of yes. So, like, this is burdens on the United States. What's the Ace of Cups here on whether or not the United States will have to ration gas at some point due to the conflict in Iran? What's the Ace of Cups, please? What's the Ace of Cups? Ooh. Oh, no. That's the Seven of Swords, which is lie and deceit. I'm hearing we have plenty. Oh, man, this is fucked up. Okay, but that's a lie. Expect Trump to continue downplaying this until it's too late. Unfortunately. I don't want to encourage stocking up on gas, though. That would be stupid. Don't do that. It's like the toilet paper thing during COVID. It's like everyone bought 500 things of toilet paper, and then people who actually needed it couldn't get any. So don't be a fucking asshole with this energy in mind. But there is a chance gas could get either extremely expensive in the United States, or I'm hearing run low. It won't be gone, but limited use will be encouraged, I'll say. I don't want to go too extreme and be like, there will be no gas. That's... I'm not going to say that, but... the next thing I want to talk about was the United States military draft and whether or not there's a high possibility that there will be a United States military draft this year due to the war with Iran. Will there be a United States military draft because of the war with Iran? Okay, Knight of Pentacles is like a yes-ish energy, but Page of Wands is yes. Knight of Pentacles is slow-moving action. And then Page of Wands is like, okay, now we're doing it. It's like all of a sudden, ooh, yeah. And then the 10 of Wands keep coming out. It's like they're going to do this out of nowhere, unfortunately. One more. Will there be a United States military draft this year? Okay, this is the energy of yes. Oh man, this is the energy of yes as well. I'm hearing the United States will need to. Oh boy. What's the Knight of Pentacles though? What's the Knight of Pentacles? Oh. Okay, so things could seem steady for a while. The Trump admin may lie, as they do, and then all of a sudden, 10 of Swords energy. This is ultimate betrayal. And then, like, impulsive Page of Wands. It's like, well, it's too late now. We already pushed the button. You're getting drafted. This is very sudden. I mean, energy can change. I'm not getting this. Not in the immediate future, I'm getting. If this war extends into the fall months, that's when a draft would be seriously considered. But I was also getting that this war will most likely end by September, October. So we may be able to avoid this draft. But if it like exceeds that, then a draft would occur. The last thing I want to talk about is whether or not the United States will use nuclear weapons on Iran. That's something that's been brought up quite a lot recently, which first of all makes no sense to me because the problem in the first place is nuclear weapons. So in my opinion, no one should use them. But we're going to see if Donald Trump is going to be ultimate crazy man, I guess, and use nuclear weapons on Iran this year. Will Donald Trump use nuclear weapons on Iran this year? Devil is no. What is the devil? 10 of Pentacles. That's yes, though. One more. Will Donald Trump use nuclear weapons on Iran this year? Why am I getting so much? Okay, I'm getting a lot more yes than no. And Chariot is about moving forward with something, but facing harsh consequences for doing so. One more card. Will Donald Trump use nuclear weapons on Iran this year? Oh, okay, Fool is yes. And then also, like, the foolish decision energy / impulsive energy. It's definitely on Trump's mind to do. So take it or leave it. This is energy work, all alleged entertainment purposes only. But I am getting the energy of Trump wanting to use nuclear weapons on Iran. Now, does that necessarily mean he'll move forward with it? That's kind of up in the air right now. However, if he does, it's going, I mean, you'd have to be stupid to not understand the harsh consequences that would come along with that, but oh man, this is not good. The energy can change, so we can do updates as things progress here, but that's a little worrisome, I will say. So is there a high chance that healing is possible for the United States in the future? Thank you. And also worldwide. Thank you. And that's that star energy we had. Okay. Thank you. However, is there still a high possibility that this war with Iran will last multiple months this year? Yes. Thank you. Is there a high possibility that there will be a United States military draft this year? Yes, thank you. Will this draft happen before the fall time, though? Okay, no. So basically, I'm hearing worst case scenario. Okay, thank you. And last question. I mean, isn't my highest good to ask about nuclear weapons? Okay, thank you. Last question. Will the United States use a nuclear weapon on Iran? Yes. Thank you. Will the United States use a nuclear weapon on Iran this year, the year 2000? What? Why? Is there a chance this energy can change? Yeah, that's the thing. Not Iran. Donald Trump really wants to do it, though, because he's insane, basically. He's mad, so he wants... Yeah, I'm hearing revenge. Right. Well, we'll have to play it day by day at this point, yes. Thank you. Is there something to spell for this? Okay, thank you. We're gonna spell something. And then that's it for today. Is there another word after prosper? Okay, so thank you. No lies are about to, thank you. And then is the last word prosper? Okay, so no lies are about to prosper. Thank you. So that's, to me, aligning with that star card energy. Expect healing after this mess, I guess. I'm seeing a flower blooming, and no lies will prosper is also another indicator that justice will be served in some way to those who deserve it. Trump in particular in this instance, okay?